I started breeding this herd 12 years ago. They're Nigerian Dwarf Goats. They're the only miniature dairy breed, so they have two purposes for me. One, I wanted to create a herd of animals that I could cultivate every experience they had, protecting them from any negative human experiences. I wanted to do that so I could show people what an authentic animal connection looked like, without the usual bribery of treats and food and things like that that you would expect to see at a petting zoo. But also, as a miniature dairy goat, they also provide my family with milk, which has its own benefits. But the Nigerian Dwarf Goat is actually an incredibly personable breed, and they're very small. They're only 23 inches at the shoulders, which makes them really good for kids to work with as well. And we work with a lot of kids here on the farm. So the goats have been trained and hand-raised from birth by me, using what I call heart connection, which is connecting through a heart space and really breathing with the animals, especially from birth. It's a very human notion to want to touch and pick up animals and maybe cuddle animals without really paying attention to their own body language and nonverbal communication. When goats are born here at my farm, we may not pick them up for a couple of weeks even. What we do is, and I teach my volunteers how to do this as well, is that we're putting our hands on the animal, feeling for their heartbeat, learning to breathe with the animal. And slowly, as they adjust to us, we can pick them up and work with them. The animals I work with are all prey animals in nature, which means that they're food for other animals. Food for other animals is something that we don't really consider as humans, I think. But for prey animals, they don't have a concept of ever being stuck in their heads. They're 100% mindful all the time, which is a pretty powerful thing if you think about it. They're not worrying about tomorrow, and they're certainly not worrying about what happened yesterday. They're in this moment because their survival literally depends on it. Come on, goaties. Goaty. They're sleepy. Honestly, I think we're addicted to seeing happy faces. This is a time in the world where there's not a lot of happiness, but everyone that comes here, even if they show up not happy, they leave happy. And the smiles we get to see are genuine, which is really lovely. As a therapy farm, these days it's anxiety, coping strategies. We do a lot of work with that. But I'm also seeing a lot of couples that are needing some help in learning how to work together to navigate maybe the children at home or whatever else is going on. And I think the best part for me in the last year was that I have a huge increase in families. So I'm bringing in a whole family model, and they're learning how to work together again. One of the most popular programs I think in the community that I offer is Goats on the Go. So I have quite a few goats that are specially trained. They're housebroken as well, and we're able to take them indoors. That's pretty much stopped since COVID, but we've altered it so that now we can bring the goats. I have portable pens we set up outside in a parking lot or other outdoor location, and bring the goats, and we offer mobile animal assistive therapy on location. So right now we're actually doing seniors programs with the District of Muskoka. We've done 4 weeks. Next week, our next seniors program is in MacTier, and then we'll be visiting Gravenhurst, and they've just actually sent me some more dates and towns for November. So we're going to keep that going for as long as we can. And Community Living South Muskoka is also another local agency that enjoys having the goats visit them, and it's a lot of fun. Definitely is. So we've had the goats in schools, hospitals, nursing homes, pretty much anywhere you can think that is allowable, we bring the goats.
Not my ear. Not my ear.
I do have a social media presence, kind of. I don't really have time to post on it though. So we rely on word of mouth more than anything, and it's keeping us busy, which is good. And one day it would be good to be busier and I could hire other people, and then we'd have more availability. Right now that's the biggest challenge, is that I'm one person, and when a booking is sold, it's sold. And sometimes people wait several months to come, which is challenging, but everyone comes exactly when they need to. I really do firmly believe that. We did have a crew from a national television network, AMI, here a couple weeks ago filming an episode of Postcards From, which I believe is going to air around Christmas. So I don't have details on that yet, but they had a good time. They had a good time. So if you're here and you need to laugh, they'll bring the playful. If you just need quiet cuddling, oh, they'll bring the affection. They always know what people need.